Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. I'm Steve,
And I'm Scott.
and together we're Backyard Musings, Apple Valley, California.
The Science and Technology Channel.
Boom. Okay, NASA's Artemis campaign is rapidly advancing the development of Gateway, a space station that will orbit the moon and serve as a crucial hub for future deep space exploration. Major progress has been made in the HALO habitation module, with international partners contributing to its construction and testing. The station will support Artemis IV astronauts, house cutting edge scientific research, and serve as a stepping stone for Mars exploration. Would you like to know more?
NASA, which we've talked about many, many times, through its Artemis program, is preparing to send astronauts on missions to and around the moon. As part of this effort, the agency and its international partners are making steady progress on Gateway, which will be the first space station to permanently orbit the moon. A recent visit to the Thales Alenia space facility in Turin, Italy, highlighted the advancements in the construction of one of Gateway's two habitation modules, which is nearing completion. So, yeah, hopefully in our
So,
life, right?
yeah, so Turin is known for the Turin Shroud, which people believe it's the burial cloth of the Savior. But
Right.
now, Thales Alenia Space Facility. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's real cool.
Yep.
Okay, let me get to where I'm going. There we go. All right, officials from NASA, the European Space Agency, and the Italian Space Agency, along with industry partner leaders from Northrop Grumman and Thales Alenia Space, traveled to Turin to evaluate the HALO, which is a habitation and logistics outpost module, in March. HALO's primary structure will be shipped to Northrop Grumman's facility in Gilbert, Arizona, where it will undergo final assembly and testing. Once complete, it will be integrated with the power and propulsion element at NASA's Kennedy Space Center in Florida.
This is a quote. Building and testing hardware for Gateway is truly an international collaboration. We like that, right? Collaboration. Said John or Jan Olanson, manager Gateway program at the NASA's Johnson Space Center in Houston. We're excited to celebrate this major flight hardware milestone, and this is just the beginning. There's impressive and important progress taking shape with our partners around the globe, united by our shared desire to expand human exploration of our solar system while advancing scientific discovery.
Yeah,
Um,
probably the solar system and beyond.
yeah.
Okay. I wonder if that we talked about that fusion propulsion, like tugboat, for lack of better words. That will probably hook up to this space station and then move on to Mars and back and forth. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. It could be,
To
yeah. And I mean, who knows if they put another one of these, like you say, off uh, the surface of
Mars.
Mars. Yeah, that
Yeah,
would be cool.
yeah. To ensure all flight hardware is ready to support Artemis IV, the first crewed mission to Gateway, NASA is targeting the launch of HALO and the power and propulsion element no later than December 2027. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
These in, these integrated modules will launch aboard a SpaceX Falcon Heavy rocket and spend about a year traveling uncrewed to lunar orbit while providing scientific data on solar and deep space radiation during transit.
Hey, so wasn't one of the spacecraft that was in Star Wars called the Falcon?
Yeah, the Millennium Falcon.
That was Han Solo's uh, heap, right? Is that when he
Yeah,
flew?
Han Solo. Yeah.
Yeah. Launching atop Halo will be ESA's Lunar Link communication system, which will provide high-speed communication between the moon and Gateway. The system is undergoing testing at another Thales Alenia space facility in Cannes, France. Once in lunar orbit, Gateway will continue scientific observation while awaiting the arrival of Artemis IV astronauts aboard an Orion spacecraft, which will deliver and dock Gateway's second pressurized habitable module, the ESA led Lunar 1 HAB. Thales Alenia Space ESA's primary contractor for the Lunar 1 HAB and Lunar View refueling module, has begun production of the Lunar 1 HAB and design of Lunar View in Turin. Who would have guessed, right? Italy, that's just crazy.
Yeah, and then Cannes, that's popular for the Cannes Film Festival in France.
Right.
So that's cool.
That's where all
All
the
right.
elite.
Yeah. Northrop Grumman and its subcontractor Thales Alenia Space completed welding of Halo in 2024, and the module successfully progressed through pressure and stress tests to ensure its suitability for the harsh environment of deep space. Maxar Space Systems is assembling the power and propulsion element, which will make Gateway the most powerful solar electric propulsion spacecraft ever known. Major progress in 2024 included installation of xenon and chemical propulsion fuel tanks and qualification of the largest rollout solar arrays ever built. NASA and its partners will complete propulsion element assembly and acceptance and verification testing of next-gen electric propulsion thrusters this year.
SpaceX will provide both the Starship human landing system that will land astronauts on the lunar surface during NASA's Artemis IV mission, and ferry astronauts from Gateway to the lunar South Pole region during Artemis IV, as well as provide logistics spacecraft to support crewed missions.
NASA also has selected Blue Origin to develop Blue Moon, the human landing system for Artemis V, as well as logistics spacecraft for future Artemis missions. Having two distinct lunar landing designs provides flexibility and supports a regular cadence of moon landings in preparation for future missions to Mars.
Okay, the CSA, which is the Canadian Space Agency, is developing Canadarm3, an advanced robotic system, and JAXA, Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency, is designing the testing Lunar 1 HAB's vital life support systems, batteries, and a resupply and logistic vehicle called HTV-XG. NASA's newest Gateway partner, the Mohammed bin Rashid Space Center, of the United Arab Emirates, holy cow, we never would have thought of them, right? Kicked off early design for the Gateway crew and science airlock that will be delivered on Artemis IV. The selection of Thales Alenia Space as its airlock prime contractor was announced by MBRSC on February 4th.
Cool.
Must have missed the memo, but that's pretty cool.
Development continues to advance on 3 radiation-focused initial science investigations aboard Gateway. These payloads will help scientists better understand unpredictable space weather from the sun and galactic cosmic rays that will affect astronauts and equipment during Artemis missions to the moon and beyond.
Does Baba have a comment to make?
No. He's whining for something. I don't know.
Okay. The Gateway Lunar Space Station is a multi-purpose platform that offers capabilities for long-term exploration in deep space and the support of NASA's Artemis campaign and Moon to Mars objectives. Fascinating. Gateway will feature docking ports for a variety of visiting spacecraft, as well as space for crew to live, work, and prepare for lunar surface missions. As a test bed for future journeys to Mars, continuous investigations aboard Gateway will occur with and without crew to better understand the long-term effects of deep space radiation on vehicle systems and human body, as well as test and operate next-generation spacecraft systems that will be necessary to send humans to Mars. So this is cool, man. This has got my grandkids written all over it. They're gonna be all about this. Cool. Your son too. Yeah, nice. This is cool stuff. United Arab Emirates.
So you mentioned Jabba.
Well, you don't even.
You mentioned Jabba.
Yeah.
But can you imagine Jabba the Buff, named for Star Wars? Can you imagine him in weightless gravity? He'd be doing this, trying to get his footing.
I don't know. I can't even imagine. I don't even put United Arab Emirates and space travel together. So
yeah,
hey, more power, man. That's cool.
Yeah. All right, folks. Thanks for joining us. We'll catch you this afternoon.
Take care, everyone. Thank you.
Bye.